Diamant is Fire Emblem Engage's prime candidate to be the inheritor of Ike's sustained tank style that was popularized in Ike's own game, being the only unit who can access a class skill of Soul, allowing him to heal for 50% of the damage he deals. We want Diamant to get to a low HP threshold without fear of dying, so that we may activate Emblem Ike's other insanely strong skills, such as Resolve, which makes Diamant tankier after reaching 75% HP or lower, and Wrath, which gives you a point of crit for every amount of missing HP up to 30. But wait a second, wouldn't Soul take Diamant out of this 75% HP threshold? Yes, but it's not as bad as you think. Living on low HP means two things. You either have Vantage in this build, and with Wrath's crit increase plus any other damage skill, you'll win any enemy phase combat round without getting hit. Or, you can guarantee that you'll survive any hit that would be lethal otherwise. For the first point of using Vantage, Timerra can actually be pretty good with this due to her special class skill, Sandstorm, giving her a percent chance based off dex to scale her damage off of 150% of her defense instead of her strength. Pair this up with the knowledge that this ability can proc from Great Aether and you got a recipe for mass devastation. At stat cap, Timerra's Picket class can reach 41 dex with an extra +3 dex from Timerra herself, giving you a 44% chance of proccing Sandstorm. On the other hand, Diamant's successor class has a dex stat cap of 23 with a -1 attached to that from Diamant's personal stat line, capping him to 22 dex or a 22% chance of proccing Soul. On paper, Timerra just seems more synergistic, that is until we look at each unit's other stats. For defense, Diamant's successor class goes up to a whopping 38, with an additional 2 from Diamant himself for a total of 40. Meanwhile, Timerra's Picket class has a defense cap of 33, plus 2 from her personal stat line capping the defense to 35. For speed, Diamant's successor class caps at 38, while Picket caps at 41. And lastly, we're going to look at the most important stat line to maximize Ike's engaged weapons, and that is build. A quick PSA. If a weapon weight exceeds your build, the difference is subtracted from your speed. This could be a big deal, could not be a big deal, it really depends on the weapon. Ike's two main engaged weapons, Ragnaw and Irvan, are both somewhat heavy, with Ragnaw sporting 15 weight and Irvan sporting 19 weight. This information tips the scale a lot because Timerra has a measly 12 build, while Diamant has 20 build. This means that Timerra has a much higher chance of being double while wielding Irvan and becomes just as fast as Diamant with Ragnaw equipped, while Diamant suffers no penalties. While Timerra has a chance to one-shot somebody with a crit Sandstorm before being one-shotted herself due to Vantage, that is still way more luck-based than having Hold Out, which at max upgrade allows the unit to survive any lethal hit as long as they have more than 1 HP. So sure, if you're on normal or hard, Soul isn't all that crazy and will definitely hinder your ability to sweep compared to Vantage plus a damage skill. In the later parts of maddening difficulty, however, it is much harder to one-shot an enemy, especially with just a crit. It is much easier to plan around the Hold Out skill because it is not luck-based. And because we can guarantee Diamant's survival from that lethal hit, it is much easier for us to strategize around, making it a much better tool for maddening difficulty. Another way we can look at it too is, even though Soul will get Diamant out of Resolve's threshold at times, it won't matter as much because enemies in maddening will probably put you under 75% again anyways. One major weakness to this is that you can take damage from chain attacks as they are not scaled off of defense, making Corrin's inheritable skill pair up a must-have. It is a skill that prevents being chain attacked, so that way you can guarantee that Diamant will survive being surrounded by enemies while charging Great Aether. Diamant's personal skill, Fair Fight, increases the hit chance of both him and the enemy by 15 if he attacks the enemy that is able to counterattack. At first, it may seem kinda mid, but axes usually have lower hit chance anyways, so this helps a lot. Not only that, but if we factor in the break system, the skill with a type advantage is literally an accuracy up with no downsides. Pair this even farther with one of Ike's innate skill, Laguz Friends, which reduces your avoid to 0 while granting you 50% reduced damage, which essentially nulls the side effect of Fair Fight because you're gonna get hit anyways, most likely. Ike's Emblem Ring focuses on increasing HP, strength, and defense. All are stats that Diamant loves. Being a backup unit is also a very nice bonus as chain attacks are very powerful in this game, with Diamant naturally having access to 2-range axes like hand axes and tomahawks, and Ragnaw while he is engaged with Ike, increasing his effective range at joining into chain attacks, even if he's charging up for a Great Aether. If you are playing on a lower difficulty and want to cut loose, replace Hold Out with Strength and Dex to make Diamant hit like a truck while granting access to more soul procs due to the increased dexterity. While this build may seem simple, it really did take me quite a while to decide between Vantage and Hold Out, which begs the question, which skill do you prefer? Not only that, but what do you think about the Ike pairing with Diamant? Would Timerra be better overall anyways? Let us know in the comments below. If you're having a great time, hit that like button and consider subscribing for more Fire Emblem engaged content. Thank you. Quick PSA. Every Friday for the foreseeable future, I'll be throwing out a community post with a bunch of relay trial codes and a call to action to get everyone within the community to share their trial codes. So if you would like to participate in jolly cooperation to get pretty good rewards like permanent stat boosters, be sure to turn the notification settings to all so you'll be notified whenever the community post goes live. On another note, the hero class in Fire Emblem Engage is very strong due to their personal skill, so much so that Diamant may arguably be a better hero than he is his successor. To learn more about why heroes are so strong, check out this video on screen right now. It features Goldberry, a unit that comes as a hero by default, but anyone can be a hero with this build. My name is Varsona, and I'll see you next time.
That was my moment.